Welcome back to Garth's Graveyard Garage. In this episode, we're going to see if we can get this trash can engine installed in this truck and see if it's going to live again. So here we go. What's going on, everybody? Finally got a break in the rain and a chance to start tackling this again. So before I forget, yes, the torque converter bolts have been installed. So I think we're about ready to drop it in here. We've got everything pretty much out of the way. I got new motor mount bolts, got the wire loom out of the way. The AC still hooked up. It probably doesn't work. So what we're going to do is try and get it in here and set, and then we can start trying to hook everything back up. Starter hopefully is still good. If not, we'll get a new one. But yep, finally got it over here. Used old Clyde and pulled it out of the spot. Drove the Monte Carlo. I love saying that. Drove the Monte Carlo over there, got it out of the way. So yeah, so we got the engine all set and ready, and I think we're at a point where we can get this thing put in, and we will see if it comes to life while mud daubers build nests inside my engine stand or engine crane. So okay, let's try and get this thing in there. This is gonna be fun because I don't have a tilt crane, so it's gonna get a little higher. Oh, I might actually clear it. Unfortunately, I don't have help because Iceman is out of town. Let's see, if I start lowering it down there. I have to hit that wire loom. And see if we can do this very gently. There you go, very slow. Oh, stop. Back up a little bit. There you go. Oh, get off of there. Okay. Oh, that won't get caught. All right. This tilt might be just about right. Stop. Yeah. Hopefully we're centered. I have no idea. We're close. I think we cleared everything there. Mud daubers. We need to go way over that way. Now you can see how metallic and shiny that engine is out here. We're pretty close. Go a little further down. Okay, I'll hit the oil pan. Okay, my crane is too short. I think we ran into this before. Kick it over a little bit. There we go. All right. We are flat against the bumper. If I put a jack under the tail of the drive or the transmission, you might be able to, that might help. Okay, that definitely helped. We are within inches. Okay, so we're gonna probably have to do, at least the oil pan's cleared. Whoa. Almost just broke a spark plug. All right, transmission needs to go that way. Maybe I can get a pry bar and push while I lower. Maybe. That might work. Oh, easy. Oh, there we go. How about that one? Almost. Okay, that one's sliding in. There we go. We're within an inch. Oh, I think we got it. Okay, I can get this bolt on, so I'm gonna get that bolt on real quick, and then I can lower it, and that one should fall right into place. Is it that easy? Huh. Well, that one's in. I'll go ahead and lower it and see if the other one goes into place. If we give it a little push. There we go. No washer. It is in. I'm going to climb down in there real quick, tighten up these motor mount bolts, and then we'll tune back in for the next part. Alright, I've got the can't even talk, I've been out here too long. Transmission cross member under the transmission. So I've got that done. Transmission mount was missing, so I had to order one of those. But I figure we can go ahead and get this distributor installed. Let's see. Alright, one we want over here. Oh. Let's see, aim it that way, that gives a lot of room. That should be about right. We'll go with that. I've got the lockdown. It's got wet paint on it right now. I can't put that in. We gotta put a new cap on it, new rotor. That one's actually, we might replace that one, but I think I've got a new one, so we'll replace it anyways. All the wiring is pretty simple. I don't know why they cut this one and didn't just unplug it, but there's the oil pressure. That's going to be the distributor wire, and I don't know what that is. That's probably, looks like it's going to be a temperature sensor. Starter, accelerator. This is unplugged. I don't know why. Alright, well, plug that back in. I think it goes that way. It's probably not a good connection. And if it's not, we'll just take this boot off and put them on directly. But okay, that's hooked up. That's going to be there. No, actually, that'll be there. I ordered a thermostat. What else did I order? I don't know, I can't think right now. Oh, transmission mount, thermostat. We've got the old housing, we'll clean it up, put it on here. We're getting there. I need to get oil filter, transmission fluid. The battery that was in here, I'm putting some power through it. It looks like it might come back to life. We'll see. I'm gonna hit it for the next few days, and then I'll put a crank test on it, and we'll see if it's gonna live. An old Napa battery, so we'll see. Vacuum lines for, well, cruise control. We're not going to worry about that. Actually, we're going to take it off because the bulb that runs the cruise control is shot. So we're just going to take the cruise control off the truck, or, well, at least this part of it. Okay, well, I think that's it for right now till parts come in. So when parts get here, we will resume. Okay, several days later, several hundred degrees hotter. Let me catch you up to speed. I've been doing little things, boring stuff. Got the fuel pump put on, threw the alternator on, mainly because we want the ground hooked up. Threw the cap on the distributor, put a new transmission mount on, and put the starter on. That's pretty much all I've done. Painted a few little pieces blue. So we're gonna throw oil in it real quick. I looked over the carburetor. It seems to be okay. I mean, I think they drained it before it was parked, so that's good. It's been sitting roughly 10 years, and hey, that Monte Carlo started after 20. Good old Edelbrock's. What else? I think I hooked up the power wire. I did see that they put a tack in this thing. I noticed it earlier when I was putting the new ignition switch on it because there was no keys. But yeah, I noticed a little Sunpro tack over here. So I got to figure out where that wire is. But pulled the whole steering wheel apart and put a new ignition switch in there. So at least we have keys now. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do next. The plan, I'm not putting everything back on this engine yet. We're just gonna see if it's gonna run. If it runs, then we'll continue. But we want to check oil pressure, make sure there's no crazy sounds, and make sure, yeah, everything's kosher before we go bolt everything back to this and then find out something's bad and we got to take it all apart. So what we're going to do next is throw some oil in it, and we'll get the carburetor mounted. I think I tightened the nut on the oil pan. Better double check just in case, because I can't remember if I just hand tightened it or I tightened it back up. Amazon creeper. This truck's too low and I don't feel like jacking it up right now. And I'm glad I checked it because it was loose. Okay, now that it's tight, we'll throw some Rotella in it because it was on sale. It's a 10W30, and yes, there's a new Wix filter on the bottom. I don't know if I said that yet or not. It is way too hot out here. My brain is fried. We don't have a dipstick yet. I'm gonna have to go get a new one because I can't find the original. The one I ordered from Amazon, of course, it doesn't fit, even though it said it was specifically for this. Yeah, right. And we'll just mix it with a little high mileage MW30. It's now going to smoke all over the engine. That should be close to perfect. New gasket. And since this intake came off of an old Corvette, didn't match this block for the alternator mount, so we just have that hovering, but it's alright, it'll work for now. Well, so I'm glad I'm not a Sasquatch. I can just climb in the engine bay. Spark plug wires on here. Throw a battery in. The battery that was in the back of this truck was reading 0.0, but after putting a lot of power through it for days and then crank loading it and then trickle charging it, looks like it might have enough to at least, with a booster, get us where we can test this thing. Alright, we'll have a few vacuum leaks for now. They had that. I don't know if you can use that one for the vacuum advance or not. I'll figure that out later. Got the clamp down on the distributor. Okay, that's good enough for right now. I have to find the mounts, because I don't know where the mount is for these kickdowns and stuff. Alright, let me get spark plug wires put on. I'll knock that out real quick. It's a Chevy 1843-6572. Get that done, and then we'll throw a battery in this thing and we'll turn it over, make sure we got some oil pressure, see if we get some oil pressure, and then we'll try and fire it up. So be right back. This is gonna give us anything. I'll laugh if this old battery actually cranks. Alright. Now let's see if we have any power to the truck. Oh, wait a minute. All right, booster pack, and we'll try again. I seriously doubt that battery is going to do anything, but these little boosters. We have that ground there, positive. Those wires were already hooked up, so I didn't touch any of that. I just put the starter back on. Let's see. Got boost mode. Okay. Then again, could be a shot starter. Okay, let me go through this wiring real quick. We're getting power to the starter because I can hear it clicking. So let me double check all the connections and everything. And nothing else, I can always pull the battery out of the Monty or something. Or, yeah, out of something. I hate side post. I don't even know what that ground wire is. Runs in the cab. Okay. Yeah, let me mess around with this wiring and stuff real quick. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on. Alright, swapped out the battery. Got the charger on it because it was a little low. And I think what we're going to do real quick is find out if the accelerator on this thing works. Oh. It's coming out of that vent. Well, let's see. I can't see nothing. It sounds like it is. Where does it go to? The float could be stuck too. Alright, well, let's see. It might have enough power now. Let's try it again. Maybe it'll fire. I know it should be like right in there, I think, should be TVC #1 and pointing this way. So yeah, let's hop in the truck real quick and give it a shot. Alright. Squeaking is kind of concerning. Whoa, I think it just fired because we got a backfire. it's firing. So we have power to the ignition, so that's good. And let it charge again. This battery is, but all right, well, that's a good sign. It's firing. I just hope everything is making noise right now just because it's tight. Hopefully once it starts, hopefully we get oil pressure and it gets quiet, because I remember when we first did Collide, it was very tight, and I ended up putting a high performance starter on there, high torque starter, and now he just butter. So hoping it's the same thing over here. Hopefully everything's just tight, but oil starts circulating and maybe we'll be good, but we'll find out. I didn't even think about checking the gauge. Wasn't turning fast enough, and hopefully it works. We'll find out. So, all right, we'll tune back in after we get some charge. Okay, updates. Hooked up the trigger and got up close to the engine, hit it. It sounds like the squeaking is actually coming out of the starter. And being that that thing was kind of hanging off out here straight open to the elements, it's probably shot. So we're gonna go ahead and order a new starter because that sounded horrible, and then we're gonna try again. But it's getting late today, so I guess we will resume this for you in a couple minutes, for me in about 3 days, because I only have 2 days a week to do this. So in about 3 days, I'll have the starter in, change that out, and we'll try this again. So we'll see you in a few seconds. All right, it's several days later, and another truck later. Iceman just dropped off another freebie. This one came from a friend of ours who has a auto repair shop. This is one of the ones that was taken in for repairs, and they said no, keep it. And she gets enough vehicles over there, so she wanted I think there was 8 hauled off. This is the only one we wanted because it's the V6 S10 regular cab short bed, which I figured would be a fun truck. I started it. It's got a blown head gasket. So I don't know if you guys want to watch a video on that. It's kind of a boring truck, but yeah, so we'll dive into that at some point and fix that. And if you want to see it, just let me know. Okay, here we are back. New starter installed. I pulled the battery out of Loretta since I haven't really been driving her. I've been driving Rex. So we got the battery in here out of Loretta. Boy, we got more power. We're gonna put more gas in this thing and fire this thing up. Well, try to. Let's see. Oh, well, that's probably too much. I checked down in there since I got it. Oh, we got enough gas. I hit the accelerator, and the jets are shooting, so it looks like this carburetor might be all right. So let's see, wires on. I think we're good. I've got the trigger out here, so we're gonna do that, but we need to turn it on. And get this thing. Oh, I slightly heard a buzzer. It worked for a half a second. Okay. We got a little fuel leak over there or something. I don't know. We'll have to go through this carburetor. It definitely sounds better. That was definitely a starter issue. See if we get the accelerator to, yeah, it's staying. No spring on it. out of gas. Oh, that worked. Good timing. Don't have the coolant system hooked up yet, so. All right. She's a runner again. That's pretty good. Throwaway engine, off Iceman's trailer, new heads. I think it's gonna come back around. Got a little smoke coming out of there. Get the PCV hooked up, all that stuff. We need to check out this carburetor. But in the meantime, guess we need to figure out if this alternator works. The wiring for it is just, over there. I need to bring it over. Currently letting this dry. Just got through painting the water pump pulley. So it's hanging off a Rex drying. So we'll get the water pump on. Radiator's in the back. Hopefully it's okay. We'll have to get new hoses, but for the right now we can use the old ones. New thermostats in. Yeah, we're moving along. We're gonna get as far as we can in this video. I don't know how far we can get. We're probably not gonna get to the will it drive part because I still need to find the lever for the side of the transmission for the shifter. I need to get transmission fluid for it, and we're gonna see if that transmission's any good. The engine sounds fantastic. Need to get the exhaust manifolds on. I guess we can probably go ahead and get the exhaust hooked up. I did see that there are what looks to be some long cherry bombs under this thing, so it should sound pretty good. We'll see what blows out of there. But all right, let me work on getting the radiator put in real quick. See if I can find the mounts for it. Yeah, I don't know where they are. I'll see if I can find the radiator mounts. If not, for right now, we can just set it down in there. But all right, we are cooking with gas all over the intake. All right, it's getting late. I'm pretty close to having to wrap up this video, but got the belt on, ran the heater hoses, got the radiator in, fan on. The shroud for some reason wouldn't fit. I don't know, but worry about that later. I've run plenty of these trucks without the shroud. Let's see. Yeah, I've got the alternator wired up, so we're gonna start this thing and see if the alternator works. Gotta figure out why there's no dash lights or anything. None of that's working. So probably something down in here, but there is some crazy jerry-rigged wiring, redneck wiring. I wonder if Iceman worked on this. But anyways, let's see. I put a little bit of gas. I'm running low again. Timing. Let's see. Well, let's get up here. Ugh. That way. Maybe the other way. Well, that's close. Right below 13 volts. All right. And out of gas. All right, it's getting late and I'm tripping over stuff, so definitely time to call it. It's probably 100 and something degrees out here with 100% humidity. It's ridiculous. But the trashed, scrapped engine runs, and it actually sounds very good. We'll in the next video, if I don't in the meantime, we'll get the exhaust hooked up. There's a lot of little things I'm skipping because that's boring, and you've seen it probably many times if you're watching these types of videos. So I'll we definitely need to figure out the fuel system, see if the switch works for both tanks, see if either one of them have fuel in it. Yeah, we'll figure that part out. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up this video. I guess it was pretty quick. I don't know what I filmed. I won't know till I'm editing. But yeah, let me know if you want to see us diagnose and fix this S10. Pretty sure it's head gasket. It's blowing smoke and dumping coolant out the muffler, so probably head gasket. But if it was the 4-banger, I would have told Mike to keep going to the scrapyard, but it's the 6-cylinder 4.3, so good little engine. And if it is a bad engine, then we could always V8 it. That might be fun too. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta go inside, take care of the kiddo. We gotta do grocery shopping, all that kind of fun stuff, make dinner, you know, life. But appreciate you guys tuning in, watching this, and yeah, so far so good. I think the bigger challenge will be the transmission. We'll see if that thing, after being full of water, is gonna live again. So in the meantime, before the next video, I'll get the rest of the supplies I need. We'll get this finished up, and yeah, we'll get this truck back on the road so we can deliver it to Katie, and her family can enjoy it. So yeah, remember to like, share, subscribe. There's a lot of people that have said they haven't seen any of our videos lately. There's that notification bell. It does work. It'll notify you if we post a video, because there was a few people that I got messages from that were a few months behind. Oh, before I would leave off, there's a couple questions. Do I still have the red Suburban? Yes, it's just not parked here. Do I still have Billy Ray? Yes, he's just not parked here. Those are for the future. Only got limited room here before, you know, I upset neighbors and stuff. So, but again, like, share, subscribe, and love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.